And love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone, you know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory, I tell you how it tastes.
Hello,
and welcome to the Quadruple Double.
Today we're going to be taking on an age-old debate of the late 90s. Magic
80s,
Johnson.
80s.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, 80s.
Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson. Who was better?
I'm going to take the stance of Magic Johnson.
And I'll take the stance of Larry Bird. A quick disclaimer. For me, at least, I'm more 50-50. Live as a Laker and LeBron fan.
Very pro-Magic.
Bronxsexual.
Oh my god.
Then he's more of a Magic fan, and I'm more 50-50, but I'm just going to take the stance of Larry Bird so we can have a good old argument. Another thing, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson actually wrote a book.
About their rivalry?
Yes, with Jackie McMullen, who's also an NBA insider. Mm-hmm. The book is called When the Game Was Ours. I highly recommend you to check it out.
Yes.
It's on Overdrive. It's probably in the library. It has an ebook and an audiobook, I think. So.
Or if you just want to watch a documentary, there's also a Magic.
Yeah, there's probably a 30 for 30 somewhere.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start it off. If we're just talking about raw stats and like accomplishments, you gotta give it to Magic. See, look, you got 12-time All-Star, 4-time assist champ, 2-time steals champ, 5-time NBA champ. That's more than Larry Bird. 3 times Finals MVP, Rookie of the Year, 2-time All-Star Game MVP, 3-time MVP, 10-time All-NBA.
Okay, so I'm just gonna list.
And that's literally only in like I think he only played 13 years. Like.
Oh, so did Larry.
Yeah, but like Magic.
So I'll just list Larry's just so.
Okay.
They're both Hall of Famers. They're both 12-time All-Stars. They're both 10-time All-NBA members. Larry's a 2-time Final MVP. Magic is Finals MVP. They're both 3-time MVPs. Larry's Rookie of the Year. He's also the All-Star MVP, and he's a 3-time All-Defensive.
Mm-hmm. So
honestly, like that, we can start off the comparison there. But it just a matter here. Magic played a couple more games. Magic also, like, if you have to look at it, they're so similar. Legitimately, even their minutes per game is pretty close. Their games played in their career.
Well, I mean, you just look at Magic. There's never been any player like Magic Johnson. The way he was a 6'9" guard who had to play center in his rookie year. And he won a Finals MVP in his rookie year because in Game 6 he got 42 and 12 and like 7.
42, 15, and 7.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. But basically, when someone does that in their rookie year, you know they're going to be a star. Furthermore, because of Kareem's out, he had to carry the offensive load. The dude could play any position. We've never seen a player like that ever.
In this comparison, we're not trying to like beat up on the other player, right?
But Larry Bird has nothing like that. He wasn't athletic.
He was the first white boy in the NBA.
Yeah. Not
the first white boy that
first good white boy. Yeah, but like, let's be honest. When you compare Magic's stats, he averaged 11 assists for his career. Even though his 3-point shooting wasn't that great, he was still pretty efficient, and his win shares were past 155, which is ridiculously impressive. That's more than Larry Bird should say. Larry Bird's probably at like 145 or something.
Exactly.
Okay, so
not bad, Liv. Not bad. I see you've been working on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start off. We're using basketball reference, so we're probably gonna separate it into just per game numbers.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to translate into per 36 numbers.
Why per 36?
Because Larry Bird played a minute more than Magic Johnson in his career.
That's fair. I think that's a better like.
And just so you know, in rebounds and assists, we obviously know
Magic.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And rebounds.
Yeah.
And rebounds, it's Larry Bird. So we're not gonna look at that. So per game, Larry Bird's career numbers: 23 points, 9.5 boards, 6 assists.
Magic's is 19, 7, 19, 7, and 11. It's 19, 7.
And the steals and blocks are very similar. Turnovers. Magic is more, but he's like a point guard.
Yeah, exactly. Larry Bird could play a little bit more off the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm not just crediting Larry Bird's ball handling, but Magic.
Larry Bird was also an underrated passer in his career. I'm not gonna lie. Like they talk about it in the book. They were like the 2 first stars in the NBA that weren't just microwave scorers. If you look at Kareem was a big man. He was a scorer. Wilt was a scorer. Bill Russell grabbed boards, but was a scorer. So you look at, and Jerry West was a scorer.
But you can't.
Rick Barry was a scorer.
But then when you talk about like playoff success, because you can say all you want about like regular season statistics, when it came to playoff time, Magic was a lot better. Larry Bird only has 2 Finals MVP. Magic has 3. Magic has 5 NBA champions, and that was only in his 13-year career. Imagine what he could have done if he didn't get HIV and actually played for like so much longer. That guy, in my opinion, he's the 2nd greatest player of all time. But that's just like that's me.
Okay. From Larry Bird's standpoint, and again, I will repeatedly refer to this in the video, I'm also a big fan of Magic Johnson, as much as I am a fan of Larry Bird, but because I'm taking his side. Larry Bird is Larry Bird, if you want to, I'm just going to quickly go out of not like basketball stats, but if you want to look at work ethic and if you want to look at trash talking, there is no doubt who is better in both of
Yeah,
those
but
things.
Magic didn't need to talk. He didn't need
It's
to
not
say
about
anything.
talking. Larry Bird didn't need to talk either. But he did, and he was a beat. You all remember
He
that
was cocky.
three-point contest.
Magic didn't need to be cocky. Magic was just the best.
That you don't need to be. Is here
Trash talk isn't a part. LeBron doesn't trash talk as much as Jordan. Does that make him worse?
No, it's not about.
Exactly.
I'm not But again, we're looking at this from different
Kevin Garnett
perspectives.
trash talks more than Tim Duncan. Kevin Garnett always trash talks. Tim Duncan never trash talk. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, but what this doesn't. The amount of trash talk a player has doesn't look at how good they are. Here, Deion Waiters is a trash talker. Lance Stevenson is a trash talker. Are they all-stars? Are they ever going to be all-stars?
No, but you're saying it's a factor.
No, I'm saying because here, take away every other player in the NBA, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Trash talking. It doesn't necessarily. We're looking at who was the best, who was better.
Intangibles. So if you're
We're saying who's better, not who's the better player.
Yeah.
So obviously, the majority of it talks about how they were as a player, stats and whatnot, and how much value they brought to their teams, how many championships and accolades. But if you're looking at maybe, I guess, intangibles, trash talk and work ethic, Larry Bird wins out on that.
But if you're talking about other intangibles like speed and athleticism, Magic is unprecedentedly better. That's a fact. Definitely.
Ball handling?
Ball handling, I still would give it to Magic.
Shooting?
No. I think Larry gets that one, especially on three-pointer.
Larry Bird is in the 80s when he's still a 38% three-point shooter.
But I mean, like, you can compare different years, like their rookie seasons. Just like, look at the difference. Larry was 23 in his rookie year. Why? He came into the NBA late. He should have averaged more. There's only a slight difference in points. Magic destroys him in assists. And although Larry had more rebounds, that's literally only because of the team he was on.
A positional.
Yeah, exactly.
And that also means why Magic Johnson would have
more assists.
Yeah, like Larry Bird probably could average 10 assists if he wanted to, and Magic Johnson could average a triple-double if he wanted to, but they were both
He
passers
almost did
players.
one year.
And that's why I know.
In 1 year, he almost did. He had 9. I think he had
9.6, 9.5.
Yeah,
but that's the
9.6
thing
and
that makes
9.5,
this discussion so hard, because both of these players.
It shouldn't be a discussion, though.
It shouldn't be. But I'm saying
Magic.
Okay,
Bird.
listen. But what I'm saying is that the thing that makes it so hard is that, and also both players acknowledge this in the book, is that they're both, like, if you boil it down to their play style, they were passers before scorers. They both obviously could score 59 if they wanted to. Larry Bird was a little more scoring inclined, and obviously Magic Johnson. But if you look at Magic,
was so much more selfish. He was so much more selfish.
How is averaging 6 assists in a game for your career selfish?
Because the way he shot so much more. Look at his usage rate. His usage rate is a lot higher than Magic. The only reason Magic is even close to Larry Bird's is because Magic was carrying the ball up the court. 26%. 26%! To like, where's
What's Magic Johnson's?
Magic Johnson's is like, 1 second, I can't find it.
But if you look at NBA all-time usage percentage leaders.
Yeah. What about it? Literally, there is no usage rate on Magic Johnson's stats. What the hell?
Go down. It's not there. It's advanced. In any case, the highest usage rate ever was Russell Westbrook's 41.
Oh my god, don't even like start with
I'm not trying to find
Westbrook.
single season, that's the thing.
You can't, if you're trying to compare like, no. There is no, the point is.
You don't know where to find it.
Oh, there you go, usage rate. 22. But in some seasons, his seasons where he averaged the most assists, he literally had 19, 19.5, 19.
Yeah, because he was passing it off. But listen to this. You look at
his offensive win shares are definitely higher.
Okay.
12.1.
Okay, but listen to this first. the all-time leaders in career usage percentage. Michael Jordan, Westbrook, DeMarcus Cousins, Kobe Bryant, Iverson, LeBron, Wade, Anthony Durant, and Dominique Wilkins are the top 10 leaders.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Both are so good. They're both top 10 players of all time, top 5 players of all time.
Debatably.
Okay, Liv, let me finish.
Yeah.
Debatably top 5 players of all time. Yet, neither of them is in the top 50 in all-time usage percentage, and that just speaks to how good they could be without the ball.
But you said Larry Bird likes to pass, but like Magic, compared to Magic, he's nothing. The guy averaged 47.2 in it, 49% assist percentage 1 year. Imagine doing that. Larry Bird doesn't come close to that.
But we're not comparing who they were. You just said that Larry Bird was very selfish, and I'm saying he was
selfish, and in the
How?
time he passed,
How?
he wasn't even good. What do you mean, how? He kept the ball. He wouldn't pass it on. He only got 6 assists a game. When compared to Magic, that's literally nothing.
But we already know Magic was a better
11.
But we already know Magic Jordan was a better passer than. We already know Magic Johnson was a better passer than Larry Bird. But by saying that Larry Bird is a bad passer, like, not in regard to Magic Johnson, or that he's selfish without, like...
But we're talking in comparison. Magic, Bird.
But you still can't say that Larry Bird was selfish.
Compared to Magic, Magic averaged
to
5 more assists a game.
Then I wouldn't use a sentence, Larry Bird was more selfish than Magic Johnson. I would use a sentence, Magic Johnson was a better passer than Larry Bird. You can't be selfish if you're averaging 6 assists a game.
6 assists isn't that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to look at other players similar to Larry Bird. Look at LeBron's career. LeBron's averaging 7. Good for him.
No,
Kevin Durant.
LeBron's not averaging 7
in his career.
LeBron's averaging like 8, at least 8.5.
No, shut up.
Yep, 8.5.
That's a boring. Oh, Liv, my God.
Yeah, I messed up on that. Okay. Anyway.
Here, do you want to look at turnover percentage? If you want to look at assists.
Yeah, but like again, Magic has the ball more. Of course, he's going to turn.
But then turnover percentage directly correlates to usage percentage.
Yeah, I know.
So you want to look at it like
take into
that?
account how much they have the ball. Larry Bird played off ball so much more because.
Yeah, he still averaged 6 assists a game.
You know, all I hear is this: 5 rings. 5 rings.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh,
that's all.
Oh.
That's
here,
all
guys, this is gonna. Michael Jordan.
I can't hear you.
6 rings. LeBron only 3.
Yeah, I know. But then you say Bill Russell, 11 rings. Okay, all I hear 5 rings, 2 rings.
You see, Liv can't keep a straight face because he's not even speaking the truth.
5 rings, and Larry Bird choked in the playoffs.
Choked.
Compared to Magic.
Choke. Compared to who?
Compared to Magic. That's the whole comparison. Magic versus Bird. Magic overperformed in the playoffs. Larry Bird underperformed. He was underwhelming and unprecedentedly worse. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Let's look at since Liv loves
Magic
percentages,
ever led the...
let's look at steal percentage and block percentage. Why don't we?
Hey, has Larry Bird ever led the league in steals? Nope. That's what I thought. Has Larry Bird ever led the league in steals? Twice. That's what I thought.
That's one stat, by the way.
Oh, but you said steal percentage, so I don't know. Maybe that's an important statistic. Did Larry Bird win the Rookie of the Year in his year?
Yes.
He did.
Liv, you're spouting off all these random things.
Random?
Yes, random.
You said steal percentage. I mentioned it.
It was a joke.
Oh, it was a joke.
Yeah, because you were looking at turnover percentage and usage percentage and rebound percentage and assist percentage and win shares.
Magic was underrated defensively. A 6'9" guard, of course he's gonna get steals.
Here, do you want to look at offensive rating for that? Do you want to look at offensive and defensive
What
rating?
about win shares, huh? Win shares. We mentioned that at the beginning. Offensive win shares versus defensive win shares. What are Magic's? What are Birds?
So Magic's got 110, 111 and 45.
Yep.
And Larry's got 87 and 59.
Oh, wow. It's not even close.
On offense.
On offense.
Yeah.
And we just talking about offense. And even though Larry Bird scores more, he does not assist or contribute to the same amount of points because he's selfish.
Well,
He's
you're
a
so
selfish,
delusional,
trash-talking player.
Do you really hate Larry Bird that much?
No, I don't hate Larry Bird. He's good, but nowhere near as good as Magic. Athleticism, it's not even close. If Magic wanted to average...
Oh, I see something here.
Oh, no.
One sec. I see something here.
You're unbelievable.
Is that LeBron I see?
God, don't bring my boy into this.
Is that LeBron I see somewhere? Oh, there was one year where Larry Bird almost averaged a triple-double in the playoffs. I didn't see that.
Yeah, but was that year the year he got swept?
No.
Has Magic ever been swept?
I can't take
No,
it.
Magic only does the sweeping. Larry Bird gets the sweep.
Yeah, Magic Johnson like Cinderella before the slipper, and Larry Bird's just the white dude that's rich and lives in the castle.
Yeah, and an unathletic scrub.
So, Liv, you've taken this.
I went there.
You've taken this
I went
player.
there.
Can you shut up for a second? God. You've taken this player comparison into basically. So you put Magic Johnson on this pedestal, which is okay. Don't respond. You put him on this pedestal, it's okay. But then you're essentially making Larry Bird the mine worker in the cellar and the basement underground.
No, I'm disregarding. The whole point of a debate is to prove one's better while discarding the other one's credibility to even be in the conversation. That's what I'm doing.
Even be in the conversation.
He shouldn't be in the conversation. The fact that it's even a debate is actually stupid because Magic is so much better.
No, he isn't.
He is.
He isn't.
But he is. How can you even truly believe that they're 50-50 in real life? And
in my opinion, yes.
How?
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 Because I'm allowed to think what I want to think.
80-20, maybe.
Read the book, and then your opinion might change.
Watch the documentary, 30 for 30.
I have watched the documentary.
Okay. Anyway, I think this will go on for hours.
Yeah, we're not going to get into this. In any case, props to both Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. You are forever going to be one of the best, the two of the best players of all time.
Especially in the 80s, two best players in the 80s by far.
And so really,
Their battles were
please
legendary.
go check out the 30 for 30
Yep.
and the book because it was an amazing read.
And if you ever have time, watch their battles in college. Magic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Indiana
Magic-
State versus Michigan State.
Yeah, they had an amazing. I think it was Final Four or Final.
No, it wasn't a
It
championship.
was championship game. Yeah, they had an amazing battle that one. So I think you should check that out. It was
Definitely.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
But yeah, we're not gonna get too much into this because this could go on for hours, and we probably end up repeating half the things we say.
Yeah.
So last video we mentioned that one of our next videos will be recapping the trade deadline. It's probably gonna be our next video. We just really wanted to record another video, especially about a topic that has been heavily discussed. But recently, not really, but we just wanted to bring it back up for all you millennials and Generation Zs out there. I'm sure you know who they both are, but now that we talked about importance and you heard about where you can learn more about them.
Yeah, maybe you'll check it out. Okay, so follow our Instagram at the Quadruple Double, and that's a wrap.